What's going on, LEGO Maniacs? It's Ty, the LEGO guy here, and welcome to Ty's Talks, a Q&A series, episode 36. This one had some interesting and very time-appropriate questions, including what are my thoughts on the new UCS X-Wing that's rumored, along with the Midi scale Super Star Destroyer. Is it any good? And maybe what my next MOC is going to be, along with a bunch of other really good questions. And again, if you have questions for the next Ty's Talks, just leave them in the comments and we'll get to them in episode 37. But enough talk, let's get right into it. And our first question comes to us from Karma Brick Creations, and he says, what is your favorite retail store to buy LEGO sets? Which website is your favorite to buy from besides Bricklink? So as far as my favorite retail store, yes, I know they're overpriced, but I love Toys R Us. I love them since I was a little dude. And fortunately, we still have them here in Canada. I know that the States is getting a couple. I think they have 2 or 3. Anyways, they're coming back to the States, which is nice. But probably Toys R Us, just seeing all the LEGO sets, the huge LEGO sections that they have is absolutely awesome. I mean, obviously a LEGO store is pretty good as well, but I do quite like Toys R Us. And as far as where I like to buy sets online besides Bricklink, I think eBay is pretty good. I've got a number of really good deals from eBay as well. Those would be my choices. Kind of difficult, but yeah, those are what I'm going to go with. Colin asks, on another note, given one of the sets you have in the displayed setup, 8604, have you considered doing reviews of any of the construction scale Bionicle sets? Okay, so I know that that's coming out. It is a little bit odd since Bionicles are not supposed to be made with, normal bricks. It's basically Technic that they're made with. We'll see. I am not really impressed by the newest set that they're coming out with, like that was a promo or whatever. But if they continue to make them and maybe improve on them, I might do it. In fact, if they were to make maybe a construction style Bionicle and you had like a landscape around them, I think that'd be really cool. I would definitely be interested if they were to actually get into buildings with the theme as well. We'll just have to see what they end up coming up with. Alpha Bricks channel says, do you collect any LEGO collectibles like LEGO keychains, LEGO lights, LEGO mugs, books about LEGO, etc.? So I messed up on this question last episode, and I'm basically just a LEGO purist. Like, I do collect LEGO books about LEGO Star Wars or the history of LEGO. Besides that, I don't really collect anything else besides LEGO. Maybe I should, but that's always a scare because that's just another thing to collect. For right now, I just collect LEGO. Henry asks, what do you think about the new Midi scale Super Star Destroyer? What other Star Wars ships would be cool to see in Midi scale? So I think it's a pretty good idea that they're putting out that. I think it looks quite accurate to the actual ship, even though it is quite a bit smaller than the UCS style one that we got back in 2011. And as far as any future ones, I'd really like them to make like a Venator, to make maybe the Separatist Cruiser. That's one of the things I'd really like to do, is just have a Separatist Cruiser and a Venator blasting at each other. In fact, that could be an idea for the next Midi scale set. And then they'd be able to gauge how popular those sets sell and then maybe make a UCS style of it, right? Because there is a movement for the UCS Venator. In fact, they didn't end up making it, so I bought one from Republic Bricks. So yeah, hopefully they make more Clone Wars style sets. I think it'd be a really good stepping stone for them to see how well they do. And if the set does really well, like a Venator or a Separatist Cruiser, then they can make a UCS version of it. Scott says, Ty, when are the live streams coming back? I miss them. And yeah, Scott, I do miss them as well. I know that I've said that I'm going to try and get them back up and running. Just the thing is with work and everything, just so you guys know, between YouTube and like the other work that I end up doing, I probably work 50, 60 hours a week. So that's part of the reason why I had to kind of put live streams on hold. If that ever changes and I'm not working that much, I will bring live streams back maybe once a week. But until then, I'm just going to keep uploading the videos and hoping that live streams can one of these days come back. Alpha Bricks channel asks, according to rumors, the next UCS set will be an X-Wing. We've already had 2 UCS X-Wings before, one in 2000 and an excellent one in 2013. What are your thoughts on LEGO choosing another X-Wing instead of a model we haven't had before? Okay, so I may be a little bit biased here. The only ship, besides the B-Wing, that I'm missing in UCS style as far as the Rebel fleet's concerned is an X-Wing. So I'm kind of happy they're putting it out just because the 2013 one is worth a ton of money. But I do get what you're saying. This is the third UCS X-Wing. Although it was 10 years ago that we got the last one, so that's at least good. But yeah, as far as LEGO choosing another X-Wing though, if we're being perfectly honest, I think it's a little bit of a shame. I mean, it would be nice again if they brought out a UCS Venator, maybe gave us another UCS Imperial Shuttle since the last one we got was back in 2010. I understand why they're going with the X-Wing though. I realize it's been 10 years, but yeah, there's other sets that definitely are more overdue for LEGO to remake. LASIK82 says, fundamental question, Ty. Do you like dancing and how good are you at it? Okay, so as far as dancing, I don't mind dancing. I think it's kind of fun. I didn't like dancing when I was younger though. And as far as how good am I at it, I'd have to say I'm pretty mid. Loki Lego asks, are there any sets you had a chance to buy at retail price and chose not to, only to end up spending much more later after they retired? And yeah, this has happened to me at least twice, if not more. One was the Destroyer Droid, the Technic version. I did get this for a decent deal, used in good condition, but I could have got it new for even less than what I paid used back in the day. And the other set was the Malevolence. That set I recently did get used in good condition, and I did pay quite a bit more than what it was even sealed when it was on shelves. Those are the two sets that are coming to mind right now, and oh, the adventure sets as well, like the Temple of Anubis. I think I had a chance to buy when I was really young, but again, you don't have that much money when you're young, when you're little, and I ended up buying it again, used in good condition, for probably 2 or 3 times what it retailed for. So yeah, those would be the 3 sets that come to mind. Obviously there's more, but yeah, it kind of sucks. It's just you either have lack of money or you just overlook them at the time and realize later that you really wanted them. Scott Davis says, any plans for new MOC series in the future? And it's funny you should mention that. The next MOC, I know I did a kind of like a miniature MOC on a medieval MOC a month or 2 ago. The next MOC's probably going to be a Western MOC. A lot of you guys wanted me to build one, and yeah, I'm really excited to kind of put that to work. There isn't too many Western MOCs I've found. Like, there is some that people make, but it's not as popular as you'd think. So yeah, I think it will be pretty cool, and I have a large amount of Western sets, Western minifigures, which is going to really help with that MOC. And our last question comes to us from Jess, which is from the last episode. It's about LEGO Racers, which I did just recently get. And he says, have you ever played LEGO Racers? If yes, what are your thoughts on the game? And do you have a favorite character in the game? So as far as, yeah, I've played it now. I bought it since your comment kind of reminded me to get this game. I found out it was on N64, and it's basically like Mario Kart 64, but it's LEGO. So I do quite like it. I love the fact that the courses are like the ones that I've played. One's based off of the adventures, another one's based off of the castle theme, another one's based off pirates. Like, it's really cool how they did that. And as far as my favorite character, it's probably going to be King Kahuka. That is one of my most nostalgic minifigures, I'd say, since it really reminds me of when I was very young. And yeah, I just think it's he's a fun, interesting character. But yeah, that pretty well does this Ty's Talks. As always, guys, if you have questions for next Ty's Talks, just leave them in the comments and we'll get to them in episode 37. But that pretty well does the video. But if you liked it, leave it a thumbs up. And if you're new to the channel, definitely consider subscribing and click that bell so you're notified for any future Q&As. We do them every single month, and yeah, you guys come up with a lot of interesting stuff. But that's all I got for you again. But thanks again for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.